Okay, so basically I'm going to show you a very simple technique here, and this technique, okay, is for finding your center. It's a flow, a kind of flow that I made up for myself, really. But the flow itself is you can find in many methods of martial arts. You can find more exaggerated forms of this in various kung fu systems, like the long fist system, and also Tai Chi, okay, and also the broadsword. So this kind of emotion, or the motions that I'm kind of talking about, come from that. Basically, it's not just like I made it up, but it's like everything I do is like all the martial arts that I know has come from some background training. I'm very grateful to exactly what I've actually learned from what's been passed down over the years, and that of course. But it's like everything I do is my own expression, my own flow of it. And sometimes we find some really good flows, and it's not just about flowing and daydreaming. It's about finding your center, finding your balance, finding how to be healthy, flexible, strong, aware. It's about improving yourself. And again, fighting self-defense techniques that have to be realistic in a real situation if you need to use them. Okay, but in this video, I'm just going to show you a very simple technique, okay, for a flow. It's a flowing kind of motion you can do with your hands and find your whole balance and center, okay, which is very important in martial arts because it's part of health training, but it's also part of actually feeling your balance, which you do need, especially if you're in a fighting situation and someone's going to grab hold of you. It doesn't mean that you will necessarily always do various formalized movements that you might find in a Tai Chi or a Kung Fu kind of form, but, in every situation. But what we're talking about is finding the center. So let's give you an example. Someone who's got very good skill in Tai Chi, let's say Tai Chi, right? Tai Chi. That kind of a person, if you was to grab hold of them, I'm saying someone who's trained well, I'm saying, okay, in all the aspects. If someone was to grab hold of them, some big tough guy, and try and wrestle them down to the ground, they would have a tough time doing so, because that guy would have so much experience in training the forms and applications and everything, that he would be able to feel his balance, center of balance, and be able to flow in such a way that he'd absorb the opponent's energy and redirect the force, and defend himself, So what I'm trying to say is, you may not see necessarily every flashy movement you might see in a form and all that coming out, in a fight exactly, but you would definitely see the power. I mean, if someone has to use whatever they have, at that moment, they're just free in their fighting sometimes, but the center's there. Basically, you just see some big tough guy grab the guy and try to, and he just falls through and falls down to the ground because he can't get control. That's what it's about. So martial arts is about finding your center and finding your control of yourself. Okay, in this video I'm just going to show you a very simple movement, okay, which is a flow between the hands, okay, showing you a movement here with my hands, like basically which comes from like kind of like Tai Chi principles in a way. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a very simple exercise, okay, which I'm showing you from part of my training, what I do, okay, because I think it's good. I do many different kinds of training. When I'm free training by myself, I can feel my center. I might be doing this, I might be going up and down, feeling my base here. I might be going around from different angles, the hands coming in. I might be bringing the hands in that way. I might bring that in. I do kind of energy kind of drills, with the ball here and that, this kind of thing. Like the circular blocking, all that kind of stuff. I'll be doing circling and I'm blocking and things like that. I might be from there, I might grab and do that. So all these basic movements which you find like in let's say a real, Tai Chi, let's say, form. But it's like, what I'm going to show you though in this video is just one particular exercise for the movements. And it's exercise, but if you know how to use it well, like most motions in martial arts, you will know how to fight eventually, how to use it and how to use it, and not just to play around. So basically though, we're talking about finding the center. First of all, I'm going to show you an exercise here, okay, which I think is pretty good. First of all, you have to understand the concept of Tai Chi, especially Tai Chi or Taiji, which is about finding yin and yang, basically. Basically the two opposing, or the two complementing or opposing forces in nature, good, bad, light, dark, hard, soft, all that, up, down, left, right, you understand, right? Okay, male, female, all that, right? So it's like yin and yang, okay, yin yang, we call it in Mandarin Chinese, yin yang, and basically, you got the light and the dark, the hard and the soft, and when we do like Tai Chi exercises and movements, you'll feel this energy. You try and feel your senses, like you try and feel the hard and the soft, and it's as though you've got this energy between your hands a lot of the time. So it's like when you see us doing movements, when you see people doing movements, it'll be like with the ball here, it's like you'll see a lot of movements where they're here, rising, let's say, and then sinking, doing this kind of motion. When they're going, it's as though we're pushing, as though we're inside water almost, as though I'm surrounded by water, it seems like. I'm pushing here, absorbing in, see, and I'll feel the water. When the water's coming in, the waves, I'm able to push back, you see, I'm able to flow in such a way with my body, see, very softly, and I'll be moving. So when one hand blocks, this one hits, let's say, I might block up here, this one hits, but it's like very flowing and very natural. So you'll see circular motions, and a lot of times it's as though we're holding a ball also. We're feeling our whole bodily structure, the whole balance. It's as though we're holding a ball, and we feel the centre and the centre line here, holding a ball. Like you imagine you're holding not a real ball, but you're just like that, so you imagine. So when I turn, I'll be like this, let's say. But when I do this, I'll be like this, let's say. So it's like grab someone's arm, back fist, it could be, whatever. I'll grab someone here, chuck them over my knee, or forearm strikes. There's so many movements, but this is in the actual applications of Tai Chi. And when you do the real training, they apply things like fists and things too. So you've got palm attacks in there, forearm strikes, everything's in there. Even elbow strikes. This could be an elbow from here, see. Palms rolling over. So there's loads of different movements, but it's like you've got to know how to do it. Plus the locks and everything, and shoulder barges. So many different movements you can do. You have to utilise your stance work. In Tai Chi, there's a lot of like deep-rooted stances too, and you'll be like really rooted, you know. And there's like a load of movements. Some movements you might see are more big, like very flashy. But some movements are very small, but you can feel the centre. So what I'm going to show you in this video though is just a quick movement, okay, for you now. That I'm just going to show you right now, okay. From here, you know, this is like not exactly a totally traditional Tai Chi move or a traditional long fist or whatever, but it's definitely a kung fu move, okay. From here, okay, what we're doing first of all, I'm going to show you is this, okay. Standing here, a circular block motion similar to Tai Chi, or what you'll find in Tai Chi, and how we do that is like this. You understand, this hand, one hand will do a blocking motion, a circular block here, making a circle out, the palm out, okay, palm faced out, away from you, here, and you'll circular motion as though you're blocking past your face, see? I'll do this way, so I'm blocking against an attack, let's say, and as I do that, I twist out like this, see? Roll out from this to this, it rolls, this motion of the twisting wrist here gives the motion. See, and notice how I've got my whole feel into it, my whole body as I'm doing that. So when my hip twists, my shoulder turns, see, also elbow, and then wrist, you use the wrists, so everything's connected, see? My ankles, my knees, see out there. And this hand you just put here, you can put here or here as you're doing that. Okay, this one can also attack in. With this hand, see, the other hand's the same thing. So when we're holding this ball, let's say, here, see, one on top, one underneath, not too big, not too small, but it's like here, just slightly in front of you here, see. The motion is like this. This hand will come under here, you see, and this hand will come in like this, you see here. And then this hand turns out here. So this could be like a block and a palm, or a block and a palm, the guy. Or when I'm doing that, see, the ball here, it could be like this one here rolls out, and this one comes down here. It could be a lower block and a high block. This one could be high and this one could be low blocking even. Many different things. I can also block and hit it like I told you before, or punch, like a basic Shaolin martial art. I could also, from here, I can also do things like this rolling motion. It could be an elbow here, as I say, elbow strike, or here, or come out up here, the top one or the other one. When I've got this motion here, this ball in front, and I'm holding a ball, you see, this hand could also be a palm. I could be like blocking my face here. Someone comes to punch me, I block it and back fist him in the gut here, and step out into boxing again. You see what I'm saying? So these motions come very naturally when you know how. So you can't see what I'm doing here if I do like boxing, see? But it's like it comes in, see? At that moment, I could always, any time, I could just come in, see? Elbows crack across the rib cage. They're fighting. Boom, boom, and then you're coming out of different blocks and motions here, like go into Wing Chun again if I wish to, see? You do different ways to fight, chop. So this is an example of how we use the ball. Now what I'm going to show you the movement though is like this. The main movement for today is that we're here with this ball, let's say, that with that understanding, this hand comes up like a block here, okay, blocking out a circle from rolling from here, see, from here to my low by the body here, and out. Twist that wrist out, come in, slowly in the beginning. You don't need to turn the body too much, just stay there rooted, don't do this, be balanced, don't lean too forward or back either, just go here, and you feel your centre, don't follow it, like go over there, see, here, see, here. The other hand the same thing, coming here, and blocking out, in, out, this, and out. You notice how this is open to here, I can always grab if I wish to, 1, 2, 3, and then the final one, grab someone's wrist, I could do that, could raise that elbow up, go for a kick, go into locks and different kind of motions we can do, or go over elbow strike. So we understand this circular motion of this. Now, we want to get both hands together to feel the yin and the yang, okay? The balance of the connection between two hands. That's why you see a lot of motions like this when you're doing both hands, see? Like this. Basically it's like one hand comes low here to form this ball, this circle here, you see? I could block with this hand, see? Or I could go to this way. And you have to learn how to change, see? I can turn my waist, so when this one's pulling back, and the left hand as the right shoulder goes in, this one's here. This could be an elbow under here. You could turn that up, it could be a back fist, a chop coming over. I could pull that arm down, hook, wherever it's going to be. Forearm, so many things I can do. It could be a back elbow from out there, Muay Thai. With the other hand, it's the same thing. From here, I could twist my arm this way, just another circle here, and turn this way. So you notice how I'm sinking on my foot too, and bending my knee, sinking on my knees there. Here. So if I go this way, right shoulder back, see? Right hand back as the left shoulder comes in. And I'm watching the front, I'm not looking that way, I'm looking at my opponent there. See? Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm doing that, and what I'm saying is we'll cover this more in future. But what we're doing is basically we're blocking with either the bottom hand coming out, and then as it comes out, this compacts down, you see, and comes in and out. So we're balancing the in and the out, see? So you come from here, I could be from here. I can also block like this, with the wrist here on the outside, but I'm trying to go this way, twisting out for this one. This will be here to protect my face too. It could even be two hands, you see, circling there. Someone comes to push me, I might block that on top and push. I might open up with two hands here and push as I'm coming in. I might come down, block down and push. I might come out this side and push. I might block this, go into some kind of arm lock here, grab and lock against the elbow, or I might come in, literally slap him or chop him. I might come a forearm strike. So when this hand blocking, this one can attack. It's the same as like boxing, right? You just cover, kick to the body, see what I'm saying? It's like it's here, and you might think it's very exaggerated and flowing and all this, like I'm doing kung fu, am I joking around or what I'm doing? But if you understand, it's like exercise, see? And it's like, I'm no like Tai Chi expert as such, see? Blocking here, see? But you have to understand the lines. Elbow, see my whole body connected, see? Elbow, this is like basic kung fu training. See, when you're free flow, I think that can help you a lot in your training, and not just be so robotic, you know what I mean? Yeah, it help you to be free flow and think about how to fight, because a lot of moves when you do like, you know, forms only, you know, when you can't feel everything as such. Sometimes when you go free flow, you know, you can feel your centre. See, and with this ball here, I'm saying, you know, also it's very useful. So I'll be very natural when I'm feeling my body. I won't always exaggerate and go so exaggerated like that. It might look cool, but you know. But what I'll do is, like, when someone's coming in to attack and grab onto me, I'll just sink my base here. I have to use my shoulder, I'll use my shoulder, elbow, whatever it's going to be to fight, you know, and fast in a real fight, you know. Push him over, feel the angle. He pushes, you pull. If he pulls, you push. You absorb when he's coming. He's pushing me in here. I go in. And to hit me up here, I block that. I might block the arm away, maybe even kick. Put that foot in front there, see, elbow low. So again, elbow the ball, see, or bring that down from over there, forearm strike. So we've got the in and the out, see. This ball here. So it's always coming over, see, up and the down. So the hands are always connected. I can feel that between the palms here. and my hips, everything, my forearms, all these turning motions. I'm giving you some examples here. So this ball as I go around, circling, I can circle block, just walking naturally even. Whenever comes, catch away here, palm, hit, come and catch an arm here, boom, come in. You can also circle in with the blocks, don't forget to. Like I've said, you can also circle in, so like this. So one up, one blocking in, twisting up like Wing Chun almost, but it's like circular. One down, so you're one coming in, one coming out. See? Circling, so if something comes to hit me, I just block it in, I block that, come down. And also I can also, anytime I can also come in, you can palm in, you can roll in, I can palm here, I can parry and hit, like I said before, parry, block out. So you notice I don't block that way and go here, so it depends, I might block and go with that, see? Catch, come in with it, where it's finding the centre, see, coming in. Or it might be coming, you know, from, I might want to step to the side, and fair enough, but why not just parry and go to the side, see? And my hand here is a guard behind, see? Coming here again, like Wing Chun again, basically, but it's like my palm is ready to defend. If he tries to grab me or whatever, or cross me up, it doesn't matter, I just feel and go with the force. I can push him back, if he's trying to push me in, see, I won't fall back, I've got my base here. You know, I'll twist if I need to, open that up and palm him to the face. If he comes to push me in, I might go and lock the arm in. If he comes in, he's going to push me, I'll just come in here, let it pass, elbow on top there, catch his arm over, so I'll roll it over, see? This one can come in and hit him here. So with these palms and wrist strikes, you can also do with your backhand, I should say. See it? I'm fighting this guy, bam, bam, kicking with him, but someone comes to push me here, push in there, I just open it up. As he goes in, he falls into the bushes. Well, I grab that hand here, I just catch his arm here, and carry that away, hit here, here. So I can always come in, low palm. So many movements you can do. He comes in here, I might raise that up and come through inside here, step in, elbow strike, step back here, strong stance. This foot might be on his foot here, bam, my elbow back there, bam. See, basic kung fu. If someone comes to hit me in my body here, low kick, I might step back and block here. Someone comes to hit me up here, I might block that out 2 circles and then come in and palm, see? Or grab his arms up, twist, pull him in for a kick. I might palm that, I might take that away, whatever it's going to be. See, this one here, this one here. I might want to grab that and kick it from here. So there's so many movements. And again, learning how to utilise that waist. So I might, like you see in Bagua, sometimes like from here, and from here, see? You might kick in there, see? Up and down, so and feel the base. So you're feeling your base. Feel the base, you got to feel it. Feel the up and down, the in, the out. Just learn how to do it. You might step around, turn off from here, get up here, catch that. So all these circular motions in my hips, turning, so in here, so I'm coming, parrying, where it's going to be over here. Hitting with the back hand there, over here, opening that out, maybe grab on there, or grab his arms, or just put on top. So this is what we can do with motions, self-defense type motions, okay? And with these, see, open, low and high, see? And anytime I can come in, parry and punch, which do here. So these movements you can use very well. So we're talking about finding the centre, and you know, also feeling the self-defense aspects throughout the exercise. I might come up here, kick whatever it's going to be, see? Palming again. So I'm feeling all the energy there. But I will cover more details, as I say, in better videos as we go along, okay? This is my free-flowing methods, as I say, my training that I do. My form, my palms here, see? Feeling the energy. If someone comes in to push me here, I'll let him go, see? You grab me there, I might open that, kick him in, so I'll use it naturally as I need to. Okay, so thank you for watching. I'll make another video for you. Take care, guys.